A major winter storm that turned deadly in the Midwest over the weekend pummeled the Mid-Atlantic region Monday, prompting travel hazards, shutting down schools, and closing federal offices in the nation's capital. Tens of millions were under winter storm advisories, and tens of thousands of homes and businesses were without power late Monday as the storm stretched from Kansas to Virginia and Washington, D.C.
So this dude right here,
Kevin Witt, a meteorologist at the National Weather Service Baltimore-Washington office, told USA Today Monday night that the bulk of the snowstorm in the D.C. area had ended, but that another inch or two may accumulate into the night. In the latest available data, Witt said 5.5 inches of snow had accumulated within the past 24 hours at the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport as of 4 p.m. "This is one of the bigger storms," Witt said. "We haven't had one like this in a couple years." Temperatures in the D.C. area aren't expected to climb above freezing until at least Friday, Witt noted, but the accumulated snow could melt from sunshine and refreeze as the week progresses, which may make the road slippery even after the snow has stopped. The brutal snowstorm was enough to shutter federal office buildings, but did not keep Congress from gathering to certify Donald Trump's election as president. In neighboring Virginia, state emergency management officials said crews were working around the clock to clear roads. "There is no place like home during wintry weather," the department said in a social media post. "Having fewer cars on the road will help to keep everyone safe and allow crews to safely perform their jobs." Over the last 30 hours, troopers from 7 different Indiana state police districts recorded 210 vehicle crashes, 111 road slide-offs, 145 motorist assists, and 88 traffic hazards. A man died in a crash with a PennDOT plow truck on Saturday, the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation said. The crash occurred due to snow impacting visibility, according to the crash synopsis. The crash unfolded on State Route 89 in Greenfield Township around 2:30 p.m. Thomas Dudinsky, 74, driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee, was traveling northbound as the snow plow was traveling southbound. Snow blew from the west and blocked the plow driver's view, and the plow's driver applied the brakes, according to the crash synopsis. The Grand Cherokee then struck the plow. Dudinsky was pronounced dead at the scene. A passenger in the vehicle sustained minor injuries. The driver of the plow did not report any injuries. The investigation is ongoing. It is unclear if this death is a result of the same system that has killed 4 people on Sunday and Monday. In southern and central West Virginia, Michael said regions saw roughly 3 to 7 inches of snow. In the northern regions of the state, however, snowfall was heavier, growing to about 7 to 11 inches early Monday afternoon. "Those totals could go up a little bit as it's still snowing in places," Michael said. "With the next round of snow and dropping temperatures, we expect conditions to get pretty icy, especially into Monday evening." Along with the ice, Michael said there's a chance of about 1 to 3 more inches of snow to fall across the state as the storm persisted on Monday evening. According to Appalachian Power, at its peak the storm knocked out power to 100,500 customers in its territory and left treacherous road conditions, downed power lines, and fallen trees. Falling trees damaged at least 2 houses and brought down power lines Monday morning in the Elkview area of Kanawha County. As of around 3 p.m., more than 82,000 Appalachian Power customers, about 40,000 in West Virginia and 43,000 in Virginia, were still without electricity, according to the company's outage map. The company expects to restore service to 90% of customers in both states by 6 p.m. Thursday, January 9th. Priority for restoration is given first to hospitals and nursing homes, and then to large customer groups before single outages, she said. "We have about 5,000 workers just dedicated to this storm restoration," Pennell said. "It is definitely all hands on deck. That includes internal support, field workers. We have assistance coming in. We actually started bringing them in Sunday before it even hit. She said people without power can help restoration efforts by turning off their high electric users such as heaters and water heaters until about 15 minutes after their power has been restored. One thing that happens when the weather is so cold the way it is now, cold temperatures can cause line overload problems when we're trying to restore a large number of customers, and in a lot of cases, we have to restore outages and smaller groups letting the electric load settle before bringing on more customers, she said. That will help us distribute that load better, she said. Pinnell cautioned people not to go near down power lines even if they appear not to be energized. Meanwhile, ice and snow has shut down airports and tied up interstates in the Midwest, and looks to bring similar travel issues to the Mid-Atlantic as it moves east. Some Amtrak routes are canceled, and the Baltimore-Washington D.C. region's 3 airports are already preparing for flight cancellations with change fees waived in many cases. A winter storm warning for Northern Virginia goes into effect at 10 p.m. Sunday and runs through 1 a.m. Tuesday, according to the National Weather Service. The Virginia Department of Transportation asks that residents be off the roads by Sunday afternoon. Virginia State Police said more crashes were reported Sunday afternoon as the winter storm has entered the Commonwealth. Between noon and 3:30 p.m., Virginia State Police investigated 85 crashes, 3 injury crashes, in the Wytheville District, which handles Southwest Virginia. In the Salem District, troopers have investigated 51 crashes, 4 injury crashes. There have been no fatal crashes to date. Heavy mixed precipitation is expected. Total snow and sleet accumulations between 5 and 10 inches, with amounts of up to 12 inches are possible in isolated spots if heavy banding sets up in this area, the NWS said. Ice accumulations of a trace possible. The highest snowfall rates will be late Sunday night into early Monday morning. Snow may mix with sleet and perhaps some freezing rain Monday morning into the afternoon, especially right along the Interstate 66 corridor. A lull in precipitation will occur sometime during the afternoon, the Weather Service said. Conditions will rapidly deteriorate tonight with untreated and unplowed roads becoming impassable for the Monday morning and evening commutes, the National Weather Service said. During the times of heaviest snowfall, even primary roads may be impassable. Snowfall rates between 1 to 3 inches per hour are possible between midnight and mid-morning Monday. A second round of heavy snow is likely Monday evening before precipitation ends Monday night. Northern Virginia District crews are staging and ready for heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures, a news release said. Crews pre-treated interstates, primaries, and high-volume secondary roads, along with bridges, ramps, and overpasses with salt brine Saturday. Higher elevations in Virginia are the most likely to see snow totals of 15 inches, AccuWeather said. AccuWeather snow experts are increasingly concerned about dangerous travel impacts from heavy snow across parts of the Mid-Atlantic, including Washington, D.C., and the Baltimore metropolitan areas, said AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist Jonathan Porter. Slippery conditions can be expected as the storm moves into the area, disrupting travel for many across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic from late Sunday through Monday. Amtrak has canceled some train routes between Washington, D.C. and Boston from Sunday to Tuesday, according to its website. The 4 major airlines serving Baltimore, D.C., and Northern Virginia, American, Delta, Southwest, and United, are waiving change fees for flights affected by the winter storm.